Hello, I'm Mary. I'm from CTL, obviously, and also your librarian. So today, this is just a quick recap of some of the material that we shared and discussed about this week's brown bag about creating good assessments for your class. And I think the basic idea there was just assessment doesn't have to be just very boring rote memorization. It doesn't have to be 50 true false questions. It should be something that makes sense for you as the instructor and the person who's sharing the content, and for the students to make sure you actually measure that they learned something. That learning something, that's the tough part always. So, and I think everything that has been discussed, everything that's been shared, all the material, it's not telling you that there's one right way, because there is not, but to help to give you ideas so that you feel supported and you feel like you have different strategies that will make you feel confident that you're sharing everything that you have to say. You have at least a semester's worth of knowledge to share, and that's hard. So, how can we make sure that the students are absorbing it into their brains? Of course, in addition to doing the library thing or the CTL thing, I'm in the library. So I have books. Yes. We have a lot of books actually about this in the library. We've really been trying to collect. So this is evaluating online teaching, implementing best practices. Online teaching here to stay. It's so nice and flexible for a lot of students, and it's not right for everybody, but assume that that will never, ever, ever go away. We have assessment in practice, putting principals to work on college campuses. This one looks dense. This is more like a textbook. So, this may be something, maybe you just browse through the table of contents to see if there's any, you don't have to read the whole thing. You never have to read the whole thing. But is there one idea you could take away? Is there something you can think, oh, right, that's really great. I think this one might be useful to us. Assessing student learning in the community and two-year college. I mean, hi, here we are, right here. Plus, this is pretty short, so I do always like a shorter book so you don't have so much to deal with. I've seen this around. I think people may have been sharing this introduction to rubrics. I like rubrics. I know a lot of you use rubrics. I've been looking through your syllabus, and a bit when we've been talking about this, uh, rubrics make it easier. Once I think they're hard for me. They're hard to come up with, and I know I've talked with people who don't seem to struggle the way I do, but I have struggled with rubrics. But once you get them, it's easier for you to grade, and it's easier for your students to really understand what you're talking about. I find, as somebody whose classes involve a lot of like reading long papers, it's helpful for me to be able to just say, oh, and see point 5 or whatever on the rubric. It helps me so that I don't have to do quite so much work later. So that front loaded, it was such a hassle work, pays off down the road. So, ungrading. This, of course, is a topic that has been shared several times around the campus. We've talked about this, obviously, in the faculty in service and in a couple of other presentations, but it's something I know a lot of people have just been chatting in general about. So, this is why rating students undermines learning and what to do instead. So, we have, I don't know, probably a couple of copies of this in the library. If you need more than that, I'm sure I can track more down for you. We also, of course, and please feel free to tell your students, we have over 400,000 items in the collection. So I know that there are a lot of books on assessment, there are articles on assessment. Get a book, get one of these electronic books, download it onto your Kindle, onto your phone with a Kindle reader. It's free. You don't have to pay Amazon. And just chill out in your backyard, put your feet up, drink some nice warm cider. It's fall outside right now, and enjoy just kind of flipping through and just think for yourself so that you feel confident in the assessment that you're doing. You're getting things that aren't going to be overwhelming. Now, I will tell you a little secret. This is just between you and me. Don't tell everyone else. As your librarian and CTL person, I will bring you all of these books. If you send me an email and tell me what you need, I will check it out to you and bring it to your office. I will also look up whatever you need online and just deliver it right to your email. You don't even have to do that. Because again, It's my job to support you. I understand you're busy and I want to make sure you have what you need. It's kind of the gist of all of this. All right. Okay. So I hope assessments was valuable for everybody. I mean, we just spent a quick look. This was just a short lunch brown bag today, but it was it was some ideas, and I think it kind of helped people get started. And I hope that's good for you. We will have another session in 2 weeks and talk about more good teaching topics. So whatever you need between now and then, mary.jordan@sctcc.edu. I'm literally in your email address book. So just get in touch with me and let me know what you need. I'm here for you. Thanks. Bye-bye.